Yeah. Now you can see the chart, the Chalukyas of Vatapi. First, we are going to talk about the location of this Chalukya dynasty. Yesterday, I was saying about Vindhya mountains. Do you remember that I said a story about Agastya Mahamuni, how he crossed Vindhya mountains, and what he asked the Vindhya mountains it should not raise their height. I think you remember that story. So now this location of this Chalukyas dynasty, it is between Vindhya mountains and Krishna river in Karnataka state, that is Badami. So nowadays we call it as a Badami, and the Bagalkot is a very famous place. So this is the location for the Chalukyas dynasty. Then in this, who is the famous king? That is Pulakeshini II. Okay, he was a contemporary of King Harshavardhana in North. You know what is the meaning of contemporary? The person who lives along with you in the same period. If, for example, now I am as a Montessorian here, at the same time, one more Montessorian also is going to be in some other place. So we both will become the contemporaries like that. So here the for Pulakesini II, famous king, the contemporary king in north was the Harshavardhan. Okay. Then how come we know all these things? What are the sources? Okay. Whatever we are going to say, we should have some sources how we know this. Here is the word eulazi. You know what the eulazi means? Praising. For the kings, there are so many people, always they used to praise their fame and their wellness and their wealth and everything, no, they'll have. So like that they have a person, his name was, look at here, Ravi Kirti. Okay, he used to praise a lot about Pulakesini too, and that whatever he praised, that's a long poem, has written on the Jain temple walls. It's a card on the Jain temple walls at the place eye hole. You know what is eye hole? Eye means eye and hole is a small hole for that. I don't know how they got the name for that place. Still the place is there near Bagalkot in Karnataka. So there we can see about Pulakesni II, how he was very famous for in the Chalukya dynasty. It said that he defeated Harshavardhana at Narmada river. Do you know one thing? All the rivers they enter into the Bay of Bengal, but Narmada and Tapati, only those rivers they enter into the Arabian Sea. You know what is the reason? Because of the Deccan Plateau, there in that place it tilted towards the west. So that's why Narmada Tapati will join into the Arabian Sea. So near Arabian Sea, there's Narmada, he defeated Harshavardhana. So there he praised a lot about Harshavardhana. The next, for them always there was other enemy. Every time they have a lot of problem with one more dynasty, that is Pallavas, whose capital was Kanchipuram. Nowadays the Kanchi we are saying. The king was Mahendra Varma one. Okay, even they used to have a battle between Pallavas and Chalukyas. So there also he defeated Mahendra Varma one, the Pallava king. He defeated by Pulakesni II also. But meanwhile, Mahendra Varma's son Narsimha Varma, in the return, he defeated Pulakesni II, and Pulakesni II died in the hands of Narsimha Varma. Is it? But every time they used to have battle between Pallavas and Chalukyas, there was no end for those battle. But and here also, and this Pulakesni too, when in his region he sent embassy to Persian king Khosram II. We used to have so many foreign travelers to come and visit our India, talk about a lot about India. At the same time, our kings also send some ambassadors to other countries to know about their art, culture, and like that. So this is about the Chalukyas famous king. And here also something I have said about, they had a trade with other places. They become very rich through the trade. That's why they used to call them as a lords of Dakshinapata. Do you remember in the Mauryan Empire we spoke about Dakshinapata? There are two ports. Dakshinapata one is there like that. So here also in the Dakshinapata they have Rathvidvipa, okay, Revadvipa, that is modern Goa. So they used to have trade near the ports and they become very rich like that. And they are very they are they're very famous for the architecture. They're patrons of architecture and art, literature, and they built wonderful temples. When we come to temples, nowadays also we can see those temples in Karnataka. That is the places, two places, Pattadakkal, Aiholu. That is in Karnataka. There's a place in Bagalkot. There we can see these two temples. If you browse in the Google about Pattadakkal and Aiholu, you can see the wonderful temples architecture also. This Pattadakkal also called as Raktapura also. At the same time, what happened in the Ajanta caves, there are also a lot of painting on the caves with the murals. Really, yet no historians they don't know how the caves were made it here. Still today they are not able to say. But in that caves, there's a lot of Buddhism and Jainism has flourished like anything in the Ajanta caves. And when we're talking about this Pattadakkal, that is near Bagalkot, and that is located on the banks of Malaprabha river in Bagalkot. You know, Malaprabha and Ghataprabha, both the rivers are the territory rivers for the Tungabhadra and Krishna. So today also you can go and see all those temples and everything. Aihole also one more place that is near Badami. This Pulakesini too, he changed his capital from Badami to Aihole after some days. So that's why those two places are very famous for the temples. But such a wonderful dynasty, how it became declined means. Always they had a fought with Pallavas. Already I said that Narasimha Varma, he defeated Pulakesini, and again for Narasimha Varma also one more Chalukya king, he fought with him. Then I said no, there is no end for their battle. But by the end of the dynasty, there are very weak kings were there. So the Chalukya dynasty started declining. So that time the Chinese pilgrim Yuan Cha. See, look at the spelling. There are so many types of pronunciations are there to call him. Here the one is Yuan Chang. He is a pilgrim from China. I heard somewhere that he walked 17 years from China to India. On the way, he visited so many places. You know why he came to India? He wants to know the roots of Buddhism in India. So like that, he stayed in Nalanda University for so many days. So in his visit, he visited the Dakshina, that southern part also. That time he visited Chalukya's dynasty also. He has written about a lot about how the Chalukya's dynasty was in those periods also. So this is about Chalukya's dynasty. Okay, in your reference book, that is in your history book, if you read it again, whatever I said, you'll come to very clear that what I spoke to you. And when I said about these temples, you just browse in the Google this Pattadakallu or Pattadakal, I hole. Both you just type it, you can see the wonderful temples, wonderful architecture. You can read little bit more about Chalukyas. So I remember when I visited Badami in my college period, I don't have this much knowledge about the Badami Chalukyas. So they call Badami Chalukyas also. These Chalukyas also called as Badami Chalukyas because their capital was Badami. Till today you can see that place also. So there, this Badami Chalukyas, Hoysala, Halebeedu, this Pattadakal and Aihole, all these places were famous for the Chalukyas dynasty. So in the next video, now we'll come to the about Pallavas, how their capital is Kanchipuram, the famous Kanchi. Okay, now you heard about a lot about Kanchi, that when your mother will buy Kanchi Pattu Chira like that, that's the same Kanchi. So now in the next video, we are going to talk about Pallavas dynasty. So now you go through this whole paragraphs, read it. You have any doubts, just send it to me, then I'll clarify your doubts. Thank you very much.